say to yourself with passion determines what you focus on. What you focus on determines what actions you'll take.
Torres to the wall, and Torres wins it.
I walk in, and sure enough, there's this beautiful 50-meter pool and a 25-yard pool and a diving well and a kid's pool. I'm like, wow, this is great. And I walk into the office, and there's an elderly woman in there, and I said, excuse me, I'd like to find out about your swim programs. Now, mind you, I was about 6-7 weeks along, so I wasn't showing at all. And she said, well, what are you looking for? And I said, well, I'm not really sure yet. I said, I don't know, maybe swimming with kids. And I got this ridiculous look. I'm like, or masters. I can swim with masters. And I'd never swum with masters before, and I definitely fit the age for it, but I'd never swum with them before, so I threw that in there also. And she's like, well, have you ever swum before? And I'm like, yes. And she says, well, have you ever been to any swim meets? And I'm like, yes. And she says, tell you what, why don't you look at these brochures over here, and you can see maybe what you want to do, and we can take it from there. So I start looking at the brochures. I'm like, I really don't know what I want to do. And she said, well, tell you what, here's a piece of paper. Why don't you write down, if you've been in some swim meets, what you've done. I can give it to the coach, and he can decide if, what program you're in. And I'm like, okay, so 4 Olympic Games, 9 Olympic medals, World Championships.
To do with you developing and reaching your full potential, because your values have to do with your core, has to do with who you are on the inside. And if your values are unhealthy or your values are corrupt, then eventually whatever you achieve will eventually deteriorate, because your core has cracks, because your foundation is weak and it's not sound. Make sure that you're choosing to live by healthy values, not just speaking about...
Well, Herb Brooks was our coach, and he said, we're going to do things differently. We're going to train differently. We're going to prepare differently. And it's like business. If things aren't working well, don't be afraid to change. Don't be afraid to try something different. Don't be afraid to think outside the box.
The U.S. team is depending a little bit too much now on Jim Craig. He's making too many good saves.
Eruzione! Mike Eruzione!